Samadhi and death. There is a vast difference between Samadhi and death. Samadhi is a state where one consciously leaves the physical body. When an individual becomes aware that all their karmic duties are complete. With the blessings and permission of the universe and the gurus, they voluntarily give up food, water, and medicine, preparing themselves to leave the body. Samadhi is a state of being. Gurus who enter Samadhi dissolve their Jeevan, life, Bodha, consciousness, and Sakshi, conscience, in a specific manner, spreading them across every cell of their body. As a result, their body becomes as hard as a diamond and is preserved in Samadhi for the welfare of the world. Here, the Jivatma, or life, embodied soul, does not merge with Paramatma, the Supreme Soul. Instead, it continues working tirelessly in another dimension for the well-being of the world. Gurus who attain Samadhi can create special dimensions and create a new world as they wish. Only such gurus are in Mahasamadhi in Bharath. However, in death, we do not consciously abandon the body. Rather, Jeevan, life, departs when the body can no longer hold on. Accidental death, death due to old age, or death from illness, all of these falls under the category of ordinary death. A person who dies in this manner continues to experience the consequences of their past karma after death. But a person who attains Samadhi is beyond karma and its effects. According to traditional rituals, both a sage who has attained Samadhi and one who has died an ordinary death are enshrined in Samadhi. However, if a body that has not truly attained Samadhi is placed in Samadhi, it will continue to carry the burden of karma. The consequences of this are severe. The karma of the body is over only when the Sakshi, conscience, completely merges with Panchabhutas, the 5 elements. A body placed in Samadhi without truly attaining that state will remain bound to its karma, endlessly experiencing its effects. Recognizing the suffering that follows death, Sri Narayana Guru instructed, a dead body must be cremated immediately. Death and karmic consequences. We have a physical body that we can see, and beyond that, we have 7 Sukshma bodies. 5 of these are our own Sukshma bodies. The 6th represents the Guru Dhattva, the principle of the Guru, and the 7th represents the cosmic principle. These Sukshma bodies are not visible to the naked eye. Apart from these, we also have the Jivatma or life, embodied soul, which illuminates us. Upon death, the Jivatma or life, embodied soul, merges with Paramatma, the Supreme Soul. It is beyond good and evil, virtue and sin, right and wrong. It always remains pure. Our physical body stays with us from birth until death. All our worldly struggles arise because of this body. It is this body that drives us to act for sensory pleasures, to live as we please, and to accumulate karma. That is why, after death, it is our physical body that endures the consequences of karma. While alive, we suffer physically and mentally. After death, we experience the results of our karma. Until the body is cremated and its Sakshi, conscience, separates and merges into Panchabhutas, the 5 elements, body continues to experience the effects of karma. Upon death, the Jivatma merges with the Paramatma, leaving the Sakshi, conscience, and Bodha, consciousness, in the body. The moment of death marks the opening of the Sakshi, which spreads the karmic imprints across every cell. The purpose of this Sakshi is to ensure that all past actions, both good and bad, are accounted for. From birth to death, all our actions are recorded in this Sakshi. Once life departs, the disintegration and decomposition of cells begin. Each cell undergoes decomposition, and the Bodha and the Sakshi together cause the experience of karmic results. Various life forces, pranas or Jeevan, gradually leave the body at different times. With death, our dimension changes. The body feels as though it is expanding, and the scope of Bodha, consciousness or awareness, increases. We feel as if what our friends and relatives say about us from afar is being said within us. Due to the departure of Jeevan, life, and the change in the body's dimension, the process of decomposition is intensely painful. Even a fly landing on the dead body may feel as heavy as an elephant due to the extreme difference in dimensions. Finally, until the Sakshi, conscience, separates and merges into Pancha Bhutas, the 5 elements, the process of cellular disintegration and decomposition continues. Until then, the dead body continues to experience the results of karma. The Sukshma bodies and the cycle of rebirth. The Sukshma bodies exists for purification. It cannot be touched, bathed, or handled in any way. After death, the Sukshma bodies leaves in search of its next birth. For example, if we pour pure water into our mouth, it loses its purity as it is digested and later expelled as sweat or urine. It then takes years to regain its pure form as drinking water. Similarly, the subtle body goes through multiple births and lifetimes before it is completely purified and merges into Paramatma Chaitanya, divine consciousness. Until then, it remains trapped in the cycle of birth and death. So, the spiritual knowledge that leads to liberation from karmic consequences and enables one to attain Samadhi is taught through SMS meditation. All our questions find their ultimate answers in self-knowledge, Atma Jnana. Questions arise only until self-knowledge is attained. Once it is realized, there is only peace, no doubts remain, only bliss. Right now, our thought process is narrowing down, gradually converging to a single point. But once self-knowledge is attained, the mind expands infinitely. There, duality ceases to exist. Everything is seen as one. Everything becomes vast, limitless, and unified.